Gonna give a little tutorial on the Genesis Overnighter. How to pretty much unload the car in the back, or whatever you decide to put on back. Jeep, side by side, motorcycles, doesn't matter. So first off, obviously you're gonna disconnect the fifth wheel. These are all set up here, so all you're gonna do is push down. Lift it to the back is up about 2 feet. I'll get there in a second. Now that we've lifted it up, and mind you, the 2 feet is only for a car that has about 5 to 6 inches of ground clearance. A side-by-side, quad motorcycles, obviously you can just leave it on to the truck or just take it off of the truck and have it leveled. These ramps are plenty long enough. They're 10 feet long, so they will give you plenty of clearance of what you need. But like I said, this is for a car, race car that we have on here that is 4,500 pounds. The back of this thing will hold 7,000. Obviously would never go over that, but here's your 2 feet that we're talking about. All right, so here we are. We were going to put the trailer at 2 feet. I have 3 bolts that hold the whole side together. I'm gonna do one side because obviously the other side is exactly the same. So this is all in real time. This normally takes me, when we're at the racetrack, by myself, I can do everything in about a half an hour, taking my time. So, like I said, if it's on a truck and you guys have ATVs, UTVs, sand rails, a Jeep, you don't need to do any of this except for take the ramps off, and this is what I'm going to show you right now. Seven 16ths and a half inch and a 9/16. I apologize. 7 16ths and a 9/16 socket with an impact is the only thing you're going to need. There's one. There's 2. Now we're going to switch to the 9/16. This one here is the main one that holds it. Get it nice and loose. Put that guy down. Put your shoulder into it a little bit, hold it. There's your bolt. Now grab your ramp. This thing only weighs about 40 pounds, so if you need 2 people, so be it. But it's doable by one person. Lift up. And that's it. Make sure everything's butted up, and we're done. I'll get back to you when we're about ready to unload the car. Let me get the other side done real quick. All right, so everything's ready to go. So now I always do the stabilizers in the rear, just to get so we're not flexing around and everything else. It's not necessary, but it actually helps out being stable. So I'll get these down, and all you want is a little bit of pressure. You don't need to jack them up high or anything like that. So like I said, one side and the other side, there's two sides. Alright, so all I gotta do is I gotta wait for my compressor to fill up so I can fill up the tire. I left the car on here a little too long. But next step is pretty much releasing it, and we're gonna follow along. Alright, let's try this again. Got the battery hooked up. So all we're gonna do, get back. Like I said, this car's low, so I need to add a 2x4 to clear the exhaust in the bottom. Just like that, comes on down. So now I'll take you guys with me, and we'll show you the winch. All right, guys, so here it is. Here's your rear door in the back. There's the winch. 10K. This thing will lift that thing, tow it up, sorry, extremely easy. So if you have a Jeep, anything that's less than 7,000 pounds, because the ramp here is only capable of 7,000 pounds, and we like to keep that a little bit below it, obviously. So all it does here is you unplug the battery, and then you lift it straight out, and there's a receptacle in there. Nothing's pinned or anything like that. Just pull it straight up, and you move it to underneath the trailer until you guys are ready to load something back up again. Put it back on there, hook the battery back up, and you're done. Also, so these are little cutouts that we actually put in. They do have doors on them. I'll show you around. So this makes it easy to tie down your car or motorcycles, whatever you want, because Genesis did not do it right when they put these sides on, and you cannot get out of your vehicle. I don't know if other people have these, and this is one of your issues. This is the reason why we did this. So ramps go up there, bolt them back up, and you can use an easy up, an 8x10, and you can actually get it from one side to the other and have it sitting up. It actually looks pretty good. I will put a picture of this in action. But I hope this helped out. It's very simple. Like I said, it takes me by myself 20 to 30 minutes, and that's just not stressing out and just going with the flow. If you have a couple people do it, I'm pretty sure you can do this in a couple minutes, like 15 minutes, to be honest. And like I said, if you guys have Jeeps, motorcycles, side-by-sides, you don't even have to unhook the truck. So it'll probably make it a 5-minute job, because you really don't need the winch if you can drive it up and down. So I hope that helps. Come check it out. Relatively easy if you have someone with patience, like my brother. It's a couple of weeks. It's really not that bad. Also, I just need this rail. Yes, it does actually add stability. The ramps, those were the high price items. I believe these cost me $1,200, but well worth every single penny. If you guys know, with the Genesis, they do come with standard ramps, and the ramps sit on the back to make, I guess you want to call it like a tailgate or something, but it also weighs about 60 pounds per ramp, and you have to lift it over your head to put it on top. So this was done intentionally because, like I stated before in the video, Genesis didn't think, you know, you're going to put something on the back of this thing and tie it down and get out and everything else. You cannot do that with the original honeycombs on the side. So I hope you guys like this video. This just, like I said, a little tutorial, and this is going to be available on RV Share. We're still working the kinks out on that, but yeah, come check it out. And guys, I did forget to mention, yeah, she gone for the winter time. Also, I do want to let you guys know, if it does go through with the sharing of it, you do need at least a 2500 HD. It can't be anything lower than that, because it'll pretty much not work, and I won't let it go that way. Also, big shout out, as I do every single time, to my brother, because he's the one that helps out tremendously with the fabrication part. As I always like to say, he likes to take my money and use it wisely. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments. And guys, I know it's new, but like and subscribe. I need it. I need your help. Thank you, guys. Hey.